Unit 5, Lesson 3, example number 3. In the diagram below, ABCD is a rectangle with diagonals AC and BD. If the measure of angle 2 is 58 degrees, find the measures of angles 1, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is a rectangle, which means that all the angles are 90 degrees in total. Okay, and we know that opposite sides are parallel because a rectangle is a parallelogram. So we know this, and we also know this. Okay, they give us that 2 is 58 degrees. And so using alternate interior angles, let's see if we can make that a little better. So because the lines are parallel, we know that alternate interior angles are congruent, so the measure of angle 2 will equal the measure of angle 4, which will be 58 degrees. Also due to alternate interior angles, the measure of angle 3 will equal the measure of angle 1, and we just need to figure out or determine what that angle measure is. Well, if all of angle A equals 90, so 90 equals angle 2 plus angle 1, and we know that angle 2 is 58 degrees, we can find the measure of angle 1. So 90 minus 58, the measure of angle 1 equals 32. And so we've found the measure of angle 3 and the measure of angle 1. We have found all the angles. So the last piece of the question says to explain, which means we need to write words and use geometric vocabulary on how we determined the angle measures. So we know a rectangle is a parallelogram and has two pairs, opposite sides, parallel. Meaning that the diagonals form congruent alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. So therefore angle 2 is equal to angle 4, or congruent to angle 4, and angle 3 is congruent to angle 1. And we also know that a rectangle has 4 right angles. A rectangle has 4 right angles, allowing us to find the measure of angle 1 and angle 3. Right, so we said a rectangle is a parallelogram and has two pairs opposite sides parallel. The diagonals form congruent alternate interior angles. So we know that angle 2 is congruent to angle 4 and angle 3 is congruent to angle 1, and a rectangle has 4 right angles, which allows us to find the measure of angle 1 and 3, because we are given angle 2, and we will then know angle 4.